Hello, is this working? Okay, let's see if we can do this in one take. Hi, my name is Matt, and I am primarily a gameplay and AI programmer. My secondary role is a designer with a preference in level design. My birthmark in all my years of treading this planet is my Deserted game. Deserted is a UE5 project that I worked on as a sole developer and designer. It features two levels, the first being a shooting range level that introduces to the player the game mechanics and different weapons they will encounter throughout the game. It also features a time trial minigame that challenges the player to hit all target dummies in the shortest time. The second level, as you can see here, features gameplay similar to that of Call of Duty Zombies, where the player must survive waves of zombie horde. With each bullet hit, the player gains points that they can spend to purchase stronger weapons to help them fend off the endless wave of zombies. I successfully implemented basic and advanced player mechanics, including sprinting, crouching, shooting, aiming down sight, reloading, and weapon swapping. The left image shows the complexity and design of the weapons truck that I created to hold all the necessary data for each different type of weapon in the game. This includes animation montages, fire rate, fire mode, magazine size, and more. I wanted to incorporate multiple types of weapons to allow for a variety of gunplay and tailor to different player weapon preferences. On the right are images of both C++ and Blueprint scripting that specifically showcase the line tracing logic when the player fires their weapon. Depending on the surface hit, I also utilize Unreal Engine's physical materials to spawn different emitters and decals, and deal bonus headshot damage on enemies for a more immersive player experience. While designing and building the zombies level, I kept a few points in mind. My goal was to build a small map where the player could stay in one area and did not have to go lengths to travel from one end of the map to the other. Keeping in mind the nature of enemy wave gameplay, where the player would most likely line up the wave of zombies and spray them down, I designed the level to have both tight corners and open spaces. Tight corners discourage the player from staying in the same area for too long, where they might find themselves in a corner and quickly become overwhelmed by multiple zombies. Open spaces encourages the player to take advantage of their surroundings, allowing them to freely maneuver around with minimal chance of getting caught in an unfavorable spot. I also designed the level with 2 floors to incorporate verticality and ensure the player can fully utilize their surroundings to their advantage. Since starting the Master's program, I have expanded my knowledge and understanding of AI programming. Here's a screenshot of the behavior tree for one of the AI enemies that I have been working on for my production studio class. On the surface, it looks quite complex, and I can guarantee that the code and logic under the hood is just as complex. The design of this AI has a lot of different behaviors and interactions with other AIs. With this comes several conditional checks and edge cases to consider. This has been definitely the most complex AI design that I have implemented thus far, and has been a great learning experience and challenge for me. Here's a video showcasing the solo behavior of the AI in action. It defaults into a patrol behavior, going to a random location when the player is out of sight of its range. When it gains line of sight of the player, the AI will lock onto the player and shoot at them. However, if the player gets too close, the AI will abort their current behavior and instead evade and run away from the player. I have worked in both small and large teams. In larger teams, I was able to be more of a specialist, mainly focusing in one discipline, programming and interacting with my development team. In smaller teams, I was able to be more flexible, programming and also assisting with design work, such as level design. I'm familiar with GitHub and utilizing Trello and Jira for task management. As a game developer, I prioritize organization, pre-planning, and breaking tasks into smaller, more manageable ones to ensure that I meet all my deadlines. I am always open to critique and feedback, whether through playtesting or inter-team discussion, to better improve my quality of work. What sets me apart is that I have cross-disciplinary experience. I'm a programmer, but have done a lot of design work, like character design, level design, and system design. On my free time, I also enjoy 3D modeling and sculpting in Blender, so I have experience with 3D asset production as well. I have a lot of experience in Unreal Engine and have programmed in multiple languages. On the right are 3 examples of my web-based games that focus on real-time interactive experiences. These projects showcase my understanding of online networking, connecting multiple clients to a server and sending real-time information to each other. I also have great communication skills, as I frequently communicate any updates or progress made on projects, any questions and concerns that I have to my team. I'm also the only millennial in this cohort. Here are some images showing a time that I failed in the system designs for my production studio class. One of my earliest tasks was to design and implement the hierarchical architecture for the spell abilities in our game. Initially, I came up with a spell-based class that all of our 6 spells would inherit from. After further testing and consideration, my team and I determined that a spell manager would also need to be incorporated as well, due to the complexity of the spells. However, after further research, we decided it was best to adapt and refactor our spell implementation over to Unreal Engine's gameplay ability system. Although it was a more complex system to set up, migrating over to this new system would result in a more manageable codebase, better performance, and our spells would be less prone to error and bugs. That's all I have for you folks. Thanks for watching. You can check out more of my work at my portfolio. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to get notifications. I will not be uploading more videos anytime soon. Thank you.